I am Kelly, and I am here at the coffee shop in Fond du Lac, and I am meeting with the owner today.
Hi, I'm Andrew at Stone Oak Coffee Haus here. Love having you here. I'm glad we could sit down and chat.
Yeah, me too. I love this spot. We were just talking about how it's like perfect for this. So
it is perfect for this. Actually, this room is what we use for any time anybody wants to have a meeting and needs a little private space, and can be easily reserved for exactly things like this.
Yeah, and it's right in the back too, so it's nice and quiet.
It is. It's
nice.
Tucked away. The door closes. It can be nice and quiet. You can have some nice private personal meetings here.
Yeah. So tell us, you just bought this place about a year ago. Tell us what got you into business here.
Sure. So my wife and I are from Portland, Oregon, and everybody in Portland does coffee one way or another. I think everybody's worked their way through a coffee shop a little. So there's a little blood in our coffee, as we like to say in Portland. So when we moved here in the full-blown COVID, and so I had to stay home. I used to work in surgery before then, so I stayed home with the kids, with homeschooling and all of that. Well, COVID kind of blew over, and it let me really kind of get back in touch with a number of hobbies and passions I had, and one of them was coffee. I would roast my own coffee at home, kind of source it, and started getting more into that, and I opened a company called Angel's Share Coffee, where we roast and we make barrel-aged coffee that was aged in freshly sourced whiskey barrels, as a fun kind of hobby, and that hobby really just blew up, and so I opened Angel Share Coffee, and it started growing enough that I started looking for commercial space to expand Angel Share Coffee, and it was right around that time that this coffee shop was getting ready to be put on the market, getting ready for sale. And I wasn't in the market to buy a coffee shop, but you don't really pass something like that up. It doesn't come up every day, especially a coffee shop like this. This is a coffee shop that's built into an old 1930s Tudor style house that's wonderfully decorated, and it's warm and it's cozy, and it's not your quick drive-through coffee. It's a place where people get together and experience life together. The motto of the coffee house is "Life happens, coffee helps," and it's a real mindset that I had even before finding this place, where coffee is a catalyst to get together with people. Coffee is a great medium to have meetings, to meet with old friends, to do things like that. So when the coffee shop came up for sale, for me and my wife, it was a no-brainer. We went out on a limb and bought it, and we've enjoyed it. We coming out to just about a year, and it's been an excellent time. I love it.
Good.
One of my favorite stories about the coffee shop here that really exemplifies what it's about and why we love this place. We had a lady that came in, and they were meeting. There's like 3 or 4 ladies meeting, and I would come in and see how things are going. Do you need any refill on your coffee? Just having some good time chatting with them a bit. As they were leaving, the younger ladies left early. The older ladies stayed behind, finished something up, and then she came up to me afterwards. She goes, "I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I just felt you should know. That's my daughter that I haven't seen for 35 years. It's the first time I've seen her since she was born." And I just she almost broke down crying there. And that's what this coffee shop is about. It's about creating a catalyst to have life, and we help out a little bit. So that's kind of what we're all about.
I love that she shared that with you, though.
I don't know why. It was, divine. It was something, but we hugged it out there. I've never seen her before. I haven't seen her since. But that's just, I love that it happened like that.
Yeah, it almost like confirms too, like just your reasons for doing this.
Exactly,
and for bringing
it does.
people there. And you were part of a cool moment.
It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So you guys have been doing this for about a year. Do you serve the coffee that you brew here as well, or do you just sell it here?
So the Angel Share Coffee, the one that I produce and roast, is a specialty coffee. Because it's aged in the whiskey barrels, there's unique flavors to it that is not normal to coffee. And because of that, it's not the kind of stuff that people necessarily look for as their daily morning cup. Okay. So we do brew it here occasionally, but we don't brew it daily. We've partnered with a local roaster out of Chilton, Terra Verde Coffee. Marco Souza there is a wonderful coffee roaster. He imports all of his own beans. He sources everything. It's all fair trade and organic, and then he roasts it by himself in Chilton at his coffee shop there. So we sell and brew his coffee for our daily drip and for our espresso, and sell the beans here too.
I love that it's also local.
It's all
You're
local.
Continuing that.
We try as much as we can to keep things local if we can.
Yep.
Most of our pastries are locally sourced from places like Thunderbird out of Oshkosh or Three Sweets out of Dundee. So yeah, we love working local.
Oh, you've been here about a year. You have a couple of kids. Do they get to come here often and kind of see you guys and see how cool that is?
It is, yeah. My daughters are 7 and 10.
Okay.
My 10-year-old has actually come and worked here in the summer occasionally, and she loves it. They're both talking about how, when they grow up, they either want to be a doctor or a nurse or a barista.
All right.
It's all the same to them, which is awesome. So they're definitely looking forward to picking up hours and working there. The customers love it whenever she was here. It was really cute to see them all interacting and, just to see her participating in the family business and things like that is always so fun to see.
Well, then it has to be kind of cool to have like your regulars come in and see your kids.
It is.
You guys are part of each other's lives in a little way. So
it is.
It's cool to
It's also nice because it's such a small town here in Fond du Lac that everybody will know somebody one way through another. So like my wife is a pediatrician. Yeah. So people will recognize my daughter either from working here or from the school that she goes to locally or through her mom, or it's nice that we live in a small town like this because I really love networking and communicating with people that we know through any walk of life. Yeah.
So how do you guys like living in Fond du Lac in comparison to where you're from?
Absolutely love it. We were in Portland, Oregon, it's a beautiful city, but it's a huge city. We definitely love living in a small town where we live at the end of a cul-de-sac and my kids can play out in the front and go riding up and down the street without worrying about anything. We love knowing everybody. We love being involved in people's lives. Like I said, I don't know how many people we meet in which they know me because they know my wife, because they, we love these kind of interactions because then you're not just a little cog in a big manufacturing wheel. You're an actual integral part of a community, and what you do matters, and it affects people's lives, and it helps people grow. I like the saying that the rising tide lifts all boats. I love interacting with other people, and whether it's through something we do here at the coffee shop or my wife at her clinic or being involved in church or any of that, to be involved in other people's lives, and that what I'm doing actually makes a difference in other people and helps them in what they're doing.
Yep. That's something that I really do believe in too, that you work together and you grow better if you do it together.
Absolutely. Absolutely do. My success is tied to your success. Right. And my happiness in our town and in our community is linked with my neighbors, with the people I see in the street, with the people we see at shopping. We are actually all more interconnected.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
It's a good way to think. I think so many people, especially in bigger cities, do not have that mindset.
They don't.
And so to see that and shift that and come into a smaller town, we just moved back from a bigger one too, so.
The nice thing about big cities though, is that, they do tend to progress a bit more. So it is fun to have gone out or have to be coming from a big city and to bring a lot of innovation and a lot of new ideas. One thing that small towns do run the risk of is kind of doing the same thing because we've always done it this way.
Yep.
And so one thing that we do kind of bring in is just a new way of doing things. And so like in the coffee world here, we serve a lot of people who are used to the gas station or the Dunkin' Donuts kind of coffee. Yeah. And that's great, but we're bringing, things that we've learned through sourcing fair trade and organic coffees and different ways of brewing coffee, and that, expanding what people are used to drinking and knowing, and showing that there could be other ways of doing things that are really, really good. Yeah. So we love, like in the coffee house here, we love trying out with new flavors, trying out with new brewing methods. We'll do samples. We'll invite people to try a new recipe or a new drink. If you don't like it, that's fine. It's on me. I love just trying new things, and I'm happy when people are a little bit adventuresome and, drinking a coffee that they don't usually drink and giving something new a try. And a lot of that, sometimes you do have to go to the big city to kind of see what innovation and new things look like.